Hi, everyone. This is Cecilia. And today I'm going to be doing a reading on all these detention centers that they want to build. I'm going to be using the Predictions Tarot deck by Trish James, which are oracle cards, but I'm also going to be using tarot if I need to get more clarification. I'm concerned about all these detention centers. We're talking about enough to hold. These massive detention centers that hold lots and lots and lots of people. And my question is just who are they going to put in these detention centers? We know from history that when they start rounding up people, it doesn't end with those people. We were supposed to start with only the criminals. Well, we know that's just not true. They're getting children. They're getting people that have been here for decades. They're getting people that pose no threat, who've done nothing wrong. They're going after Americans. Okay. Once they start filling them up, they build them, they're going to fill them up because there's money to be made there. Somebody's making money out of that. Rest assured, somebody is making money on all of this. And then we're taking money from our social safety net that helps our helps our people, and we're putting it to that kind of stuff instead of using it for what the people need and want. And I'm really concerned because now they're asking places like Facebook and other social media to turn in people that have bad things to say about ICE. Well, you know what I say about that. Fuck ICE. I got nothing good to say about that. And if you're coming here and think you're going to, troll me on that stuff, don't bother. Because I ain't got time for your shit. This is a pro-democracy, pro-person page. I'm not into doing shit for the rich pedophiles, that are out there. So take it as you will. But anyway, we're going to ask the spirits guides. I spent time in meditation, and I spent time in a little bit of prayer. Unexpected results popped out. What I'm thinking about that is we're not thinking that I think it's going to be Americans that are going to be rounded up. Anybody that they other. All of us could be othered. Anybody that they don't think is a good American. So let me think. Who could that be? It could be a variety of people. They're going out. It could be somebody. In this case, they don't like people that are talking bad about ICE. What about if it's a religion? They're going after you for your religion. Because we know that we are being run by a bunch of white Christian nationalists. What if you're just like a regular Christian, Catholic, or somebody that doesn't buy into that white Christian nationalism? Could they round you up? What about the LGBTQ plus community? Would they round them up? Oh, you're brown? Oh, or black? Oh no, we're going to round you up. Oh, you're not white? We're going to round you up. If you don't believe what we want you to believe, if you speak out against us, we're going to round you up. That's who I think they're going to do it for. But let's see who the cards say, because I'm not always right. But I kind of feel that the cards are always right. In fact, I know the cards are always right. Sometimes my interpretation can be off. This is for entertainment only. What the heck? Cards are wanting to pop out of this one. A sinking ship. A sinking ship. Well, that's their. I shouldn't have put it back in there. It is the. It's a sinking ship. It's their last grab for power. They don't have any good ideas, but they're going to want to. You know what I'm saying? No good ideas, but let's go ahead and do this. Let's just gather up all the people we think of as our enemies, and then we're going to just go ahead and get rid of them, and then we'll control. That's what I feel. That's what I'm feeling intuitively. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to see. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put this down here. All right. So let's see what we got here. Oh, let me take a drink of my tea. This is my favorite cup, Les Miserables. If you've not seen that, when the French had their moment, we might have to do the same. All right. So the question, underground in hiding. Okay, I said the question was who's going to be in the, let's see, I want to make sure, sir. Who's going to be in the, that they're going to be putting in the detention centers. Kind of like how people hid the Jews to save them from the detention centers. Well, what do you call it? My brain is having a brain fart. The concentration camps. These are going to actually become concentration camps. I already did a reading about what they're doing to the people in the concentration camps. So this is something that we're going to be hiding people. So people, and it's going to be a wide variety of people. But once we know who they're targeting next, we're going to be hiding them. Okay. The challenge, downgraded. The challenge is that they're going to downgrade. They're going to dehumanize so many people. Okay. That they're going to want to put in these detention centers that we're going to have trouble keeping up. In the past, in the past, this was about celebrating success, which tells me I can get two things out of this. One is that the regime is celebrating their success of being able to get funding for through their what it was that called their big beautiful bill to give more money to ICE. They're celebrating the success of being able to try to build up these concentration camps, and that's what I'm going to call them. They're not even detention centers. They're going to be concentration camps. And what I feel the second thing is that everybody was celebrating, all those Trump supporters were celebrating Trump. And they were all happy he won again. And that is in the past. Oops. Number 4 is the current situation. For us, prepare to stock up. I'm guessing if you're one of those targeted people, anybody that, and I'm going to tell you, if you are, an immigrant, if you are, even if you are here legally, because they want to reverse that. Okay. And even if you are a naturalized citizen, they want to reverse that too. People like LGBTQ plus people of different religions other than white Christian nationalism. Okay, I'm Buddhist, for example. So I got 2 strikes against me. Those that call out on ICE, and call out their legislators. Those 2. Prepare, stock up, so you don't have to go out as much. I know that, when we're going to work and stuff like that, it's a lot harder. We might have to help people prepare to stock up. Okay. And that's the current situation is we might have to help them get the goods that they need. I would also add to it, because if you've stocked up, you're not, have the things you basically need. And I know it's hard because right now money is at a premium, prices are going so high, and it's really, really difficult. But you'll have more peace of mind if you have some of the things that you need, and that's less worry for you. And also, I would I would add, have cash, a little bit of cash on you, not on you personally, but I mean, have cash available just in case, your money is, for whatever reason, your bank accounts get hijacked or something from these people. But yeah, it's kind of where, what's that for me. The overarching energy over the whole thing, taken by force. Taken by force. People are going to be taken by force to these concentration camps. I don't think I need to add anything to that. Lesson to be learned. Military plane. I don't think we can count on the military. I don't. I do not see us being able to count on the military at all, whatsoever, because they are help building some of these concentration camps. I don't think we can trust them. I don't. It's a feeling that I have. They take an oath, but I think there's more people that are going to do that just following orders deal. And that's where they're going to end up. And the final outcome, surveillance record. I need more on this, I think. They are, I don't know if people have been paying attention, but they are getting into people's ringtones. Their rings on their doorbells that have the cameras, and whatever the one that the Google is. I don't have those. I refuse to get those. I've never gotten them. I've always felt that they were a bad idea, and I couldn't quite place my finger on why I thought it was a bad idea, but it was this knowingness, and now I know, because now they are accessing, even if you don't want them to access it, they're accessing this stuff. They're going to have they're going to have surveillance record of everybody, everywhere you go, everything you do, everything you say on social media or otherwise. The idea is to put fear into us. At the base of the deck, food shortage. Now, keep in mind, the more people that are detained, the less people are working, the less availability there will be for food. I don't get that this fits on here. Let me double check though with my pendulum. Back and forth this way is a yes. This is no when it comes this way, and circles around. So let's take a look. Okay, pendulum. Does this card fit with this reading? No, I didn't think so. It did not fit. Okay. So, but the food shortage at the base of the deck, and that could be, is saying prepare to stock up. And that could be the reason why. Why the food shortage, between the preparing to stock up and the more people that are detained, the less people are working, especially in the food industries and things like that. So from there, I want to look at one more thing. Hi. Now that for part 2, I had to pause and stop, and so here I am again. So, and I'm just learning how to do that. And what I'm doing is I just saved it, and I'll combine them. Excuse me, later. Anyway, we wanted to know what the Trump regime is wanting to do with what's the word I want? With those detention camps, concentration camps. What is it that they are planning? What is their mindset? I want to know what their mindset is. Oops. And go from there. So yes, let's figure out what is it that they are, what their mindset is. Okay, so let's see. All right. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put it. All right. All right, so the question I asked, and let's see what the cards have to say. Hang on one second. Oh, here. Let's put this where you can see it. All right. The question I asked is, what was the Trump regime? What is their mindset on all of this? So let's take a look. Oh, yeah, positive. Their mindset's positive. They think this is a good thing. So this is what I asked what their mindset was on this, and they think it is a really, really good thing. Their challenge is a business tycoon. One of the things that I did notice is that companies aren't willing to sell their warehouses and such to this. I had read that, so I'm wondering if that is the case, that businesses that own these warehouses are not willing to sell their warehouses for that purpose. Okay. I had seen that earlier in saw that yesterday in news thing. I think Amazon said, no, we're not going to sell you that. And so that could be their challenge. They might not get all of these warehouses that they want from people not willing to sell them to them. Okay. In the past, all for money. Yeah, we know everything's for money with this regime. Everything to make a buck. People are making money. I said that in the earlier thing, that people are making money off of this. And this is all for money. Okay. Because they also want to hold power, but holding power means holding on to the money. The current situation, commercial airline. Not sure what that has to do with the thing. So let's ask the pendulum some questions. I'll show you how the pendulum works here. Pendulum, can you show me yes? So my yes is forward and backwards on this pendulum. Pendulum, can you show me no? And no is side to side. Can you show me maybe, pendulum? Can you show me maybe? And that's usually a circle, but let's see. Can you show me maybe? Okay. So it goes in a circle. So let's find out. I have to have my elbows on my knees because I have tore rotator cuff and my arm gets cramped up and it hurts. Is this card, pendulum, part of the reading? So yes. Okay. So let's ask some questions of it. Is this about people escaping away, leaving the country if they can? Okay. So people are leaving the country if they can. Americans are leaving the country if they can. Some people that have visas and that who are, that have green cards and have done everything the right way, they're leaving as this tension builds up more. Okay. It's the current situation. The overarching energy is this battle worship. Trump thinks this is a battle. This is the energy. It's a battle. It's a battle between them and us. It's not the worship. It's the battle. Them, remember I said earlier, they're going to take anybody that's another. And this is a battle. And that's the energy put out by all sides involved. This is a battle for what is right. And they're not going by for what is right because they're going by all the money, for the money. We're battling on the Constitution, for the Constitution. And they're ignoring the Constitution. So it is a battle. Okay. The lesson to be learned in this is all an explosive situation. There are people, and I don't understand these people, that think this is all great, not realizing that they at some point could become the other, to be downgraded, to be not considered part, and they could be pulled in as well, and they could be locked up. And they're not seeing that this is truly an explosive situation, what this regime is doing. And the outcome. We're going to have to join forces. I'm going to pull a few extra cards on this, I think. We're going to have to join forces. People that don't like what is going on. I mean, because let me tell you, there are people that were Trump supporters that are not supporting him now. Of course, they're not the cult supporters. There are people who believed what they were told instead of actually looking to see if that was even possible. doing a little research. But we're going to join forces. We're going to have to, because this is the only way that we could stop this. The overarching energy, I mean, at the bottom, stay put. Okay, stay put. In order to join forces, we're going to have to stay put. Okay. And we're going to have to fight. I don't mean literally fight, but to do what we can, whether it's letters to our and phone calls to our legislators, hold their feet to the fire, get out and vote, write to the president, tell him what you think. I follow all these clowns on Facebook, and I certainly reply to the crap that they post. You should see the unbelievable crap that the White House and the rest of them post. It's like, what is that nonsense? Okay, so you're going to stay put. I don't see where that fits in. Okay, but let's see if there's anything more in here. Oh, no, that doesn't. That's experiment or test. That doesn't fit either. So that's what we've got to do. Okay, the outcome is the only way we're going to get through this is if we join forces, stay put, and fight for what we believe in. And I have been saying for a long time, anybody that has followed me and friends on my Facebook page and that know this, I have been saying that we are what we know as a country is going to be dropped down, literally. Literally, we're going to be torn down to the studs in the rafters. And we are going to have to rebuild, but we will rebuild better. But I also said that it was going to be a long period. And it was going to be very it was not going to be good. It was going to be very unpleasant and long process. And but we can do it if we want it hard enough. That's the key. Can't do anything with the people that are still praising this regime for everything they're doing, for those that are licking the boots and kissing the ass. We can't do anything about those people. But there's more of us than there are of them. And we can do it. No doubt about it. Let me pull out a card from the Nature's Whispers to find out what is ours to do. Or, no, that's not what I want to know. How can we keep our peace while we're still doing this? Because you have to still be able to keep your peace. Sometimes I have a hard time keeping my peace. That's because I'm also intuitive and I feel energy. And sometimes, I have to carry stones with me to work. I carry stones in a little pouch in my pocket. All my coworkers know I do this because I need it. I've got to have the good energies. Stones are they hold energy. And so that's what I do. So what we want to know is, how are we going to keep our peace? What do we need to do to keep our peace, but still be able to do what we need to do to fight this regime, to fight what they're doing with the country, and to fix what is broken? What is ours? What do we need? Okay. So let's see. Okay. Adventure. Okay, so that's a beautiful card. So let's see what adventure has to say. Oh, I'm going backwards. Ta-da. Okay. It is an excellent time to take a short jaunt anywhere that inspires you. If you enjoy horseback riding or riding a bike, create the opportunity to do this. Just get outdoors and travel. It will help you break out of your routine. It may also expose you to different outlook, a new opportunity, or an escapade. You are really going to feel so much better after taking a break. There's no feeling quite like having the wind blow through your hair or the sun on your back. So basically is, go out, take a little adventure, do something, get out of the house, spend time outdoors. I do that a lot. Outdoors is my happy place. Camping is my happy place. So that and it helps ground me and gives me energy that I can go on. So that's the reading. Oh, excuse me. Oh, we all had it in us. I was like, oh boy, oh, that was a burp. Anyway, you have a wonderful day and do what you can. Okay. I mean, not everybody can get out and protest. Not everybody can, we all have something that we can give. Okay. All of us for the cause. It's just finding what you can give and what you have time for and what you are comfortable with. And with that, have a wonderful day.